Hello everyone. Myself Dr. Sonu Kaur, Assistant Professor, Department of Geography, Doon University, Dehradun. Today we will discuss the topic areal differentiation, which is the part of geographical thought. Before moving ahead, let's see the learning outcomes of this module. The first one is understanding the areal differentiation as a geographical concept. Next, we will be tracing the historical development of areal differentiation. And the last, we will see that how we can apply the areal differentiation for the practical understanding. Areal differentiation is the study of how human and physical phenomena are distributed on the Earth's surface and causally related to its proximity. Basically, this concept of human geography, in which more emphasis is placed on the study of the uniqueness of any area rather than generalization for making the geographical models. With the passes of time, the areal differentiation later on translated into the regional approach or the regional geography. Firstly, this concept was given by Richard Hartshorne in his book The Nature of Geography in the year of 1939. This was the time period of World War. During that time, the entire world was developing different thoughts, society and economy were restructuring, and many things are changing. So during that time, Richard Hartshorne gave this concept and he defined geography as the science of the study of areal differentiation. According to him, geography as the concern with the differences or variations of different areas of the Earth's surface. Basically, he said that the concept of areal differentiation in geography is showing how unique regions reveal the covariance of phenomena that can only be understood through identifying the regions. And the core of this concept is that the surface of the earth may be divided into the regions which may be distinguished and categorized using the various spatial criteria. And the division of the earth's surface is done because each geographical area has its own uniqueness which is different from the other geographical areas. Now we will see the historical understanding of this concept because before the Hartshorne we can find the roots of this kind of work in the period of Greco-Roman era from the Hecataeus to Strabo and Ptolemy. After this, during the age of discovery in the pre-classical German period, Varenius also gave the important contribution as geography generalist in the form of book. In this book, he divided geography into two parts. First one is general and the another one is specific or particular. So, this is where the differentiation was made for the first time. This work led to debate or dichotomy in the field of geography. After this, Ristoffen and Hattner also talk about the idea of uniqueness in the concept of chorological science or a spatial distribution that talk about the geography as a science of space. Basically, it means that one place is different from the another one and the another place is different from the first one. So the entire world is made of such unique places. After this, in the mid of 20th century, Schluter entered the scene. He departed from the Hattner point of view and proposed a different perspective. He said that geography should be seen as a science of morphology of the landscape. With the passage of time, the concept of the natural landscape converted into the cultural landscape of Carl Sauer. And this shift encouraged the geographer to consider the human impact on the environment. These are the three principles which are generally used in areal differentiation. The first one is on the basis of uniqueness and uniformities, a geographical area should be divided. For example, on the basis of relief variables, we can divide the surface of the earth into plains, mountains, or into the plateau. And the second one is On the basis of geographical features of any area, we find out the generic principle of geographical characteristics of the region. And the third one is importance of field study that include the study of various geographical phenomena and parameters. When we compare the parameters of one place with another place, we compare the parameters with proximity. We do not compare the parameters exactly the same as we do in the math. For example, if we are comparing the rainfall variables, so the location A receives 90 mm of rainfall annually and the location B receives 100 mm of rainfall annually, then we will consider both the places as the same rainfall regions. So this is how we do comparative analysis in any area. Later on, this concept of chorological outlook of the geography transformed into the regional geography or approach. This approach focuses on the study of various regions which is demarcated on the basis of homogeneity of geographical phenomena of the earth within a given boundary. And this concept of regional approach was faced strong criticism by the Schaeffer in his book Exceptionalism in Geography, which was published in the year of 1953. Actually, there was a great debate between the Schaeffer and Hartshorne. We will also discuss that. Let's discuss the debate. Actually, during the time period of 1950, Schaeffer, in his paper Exceptionalism in Geography, criticized both regional differentiation and exceptionalism in geography. He argued that regional differentiation has made geography a complex subject. He supported the system view of geography. A common model should be developed in geography so that it can be applied everywhere. That's why he rejected the idea that geography cannot formulate laws due to the uniqueness of region. He also said that geography is a science of spatial distribution, proposing pattern laws, or we can say the geographical laws. In simple words, Professor Schaeffer was all about breaking away from the idea that every place on earth is so unique that we can't have any general rules. He said we should make some rules, and by working with other sciences, we can understand why things are where they are in a more scientific way. This perspective was a breath of fresh air for many young geographers of that time who felt that the old way of looking at geography was too narrow. It sparked a shift in how geography was studied and paved the way for a more systematic approach. And in response of this, Hartshorne offered a detailed rebuttal maintaining that geography primarily deals with the unique combination of characteristics in a specific areas and emphasizing descriptive and interpretive aspect. He also clarified that scientific laws are important but not the sole of objective of the geography. Highlighting and the understanding reality is the principal goal for the geography. So the debate's outcome led to a shift from regional geography to systematic geography in the United States after 1950s, emphasizing the development of laws and models. So this shift also marked the transition from areal differentiation to spatial integration, focusing on the spatial pattern and interaction. So the Hartshorne-Schaeffer debate profoundly impacted the direction of academic inquiry in geography, fostering the adoption of a nomothetic perspective and emphasizing the role of geography as a spatial sciences in explaining spatial pattern and interactions. Despite the criticism, the study of areal differentiation is very important in the geography. Let's understand the importance of this approach and the practical perspective of this approach. Areal differentiation is against the generalization of the model, hence, it gives the more importance to the regional approach. It helps in finding a suitable development plan at the regional level by giving importance to the study of geographical phenomena at the regional level. For example, each region should have its own development model, and it will be based on the need and availability of resources in that area. All this is possible through the study of areal differentiation. So it is useful for solving and making development model at a regional level, such as hill area development, tribal area, coastal area, and the backward area development. In India, we are seeing nowadays that we are developing the smart cities. So the same model can't be applied in all the smart cities because each city has their own importance. For example, if I say Varanasi, so it is a religious city. So importance should be given to the Ganga Ghat development or the classical music and the Varanasi sari industries and temple, street cleanliness, communication, connectivity, security of the foreigner, tourist, etc. So these are the priorities for the development of Varanasi city. And if I say the Kanpur smart city, so it is an industrial center city. So the importance should be given to the textile and leather industries. High transport facilities are needed to easy movement of the goods and need water conservation for the textile leather industry, and the water treatment plants are needed to avoid the water pollution from the textile and the leather industries. So because of this, the areal differentiation can help to reduce the social disparity through the regional planning. And the areal differentiation also help to identify the unique solution to the challenges of a particular region, and the policymakers design development plans accordingly. So for the administrative purposes and the regional development of any region, any country, we should understand the uniqueness of that particular place. So that is very important. That's why we studied this approach. Thank you so much for listening my lecture. Have a good day.